Hey coin collectors, Dan the collecting man here. Today I've finally got my 2024 War Animals Purple Poppy $2 coloured coins. So something that is going to be, I think, quite collectible, very cool and unique to have, and it's nice to finally see some sea mint coins coming back. Just with something we haven't seen for the last few years since the Vietnam War coin, and I think this is pretty cool. There's a bit of mixed bit of feelings around this one. Some people don't like the design or the purpleness on it, or some people do like it. So I'd love to know in the comments below what you think about the purple poppy, about the mintages, and about your access to getting some of these coins. I know it was very hard on release day to initially get the coins itself. I was definitely happy to finally get some and have a look at them. Obviously I had to pay a little bit of a premium on some of them, especially the silver one here, because it wasn't I didn't win any of the ballots, but now I've got one and I'm definitely happy to have it, and I'm happy to go through it. So let's start with these carded versions. So I think this is pretty cool to get. These are obviously the sea minted ones, so I'll put it up here with a closer picture. But you can obviously, there's a little C there, you'll see it in my closer image there. That's what we're looking for when it comes to the sea mint version of this. So that is different to this one here, where it will not have the sea mint on it. So there's obviously going to be the two differences with these ones. So this is your circulating currency one that does not have a sea mint on it, and as you can see, the difference in the quality is a little bit different there, and sometimes we get a little bit of a difference in quality on these sides as well. So overall they look pretty same to me. So 100,000 of these are minted, so that's a very high number for a sea mint copy. Normally you get around 15,000 to 30,000. They've been going up obviously as these kind of coloured $2 coins have become more and more popular. Obviously the Royal Australian Mint know how to make a little bit of cash, so they're obviously happy to put a few more of these in, and also to help feed all the coin collectors out there. And I think that's a good thing, so that way everyone has good access at getting it. Obviously you're going to have those kind of people that try and grab a lot and sell it on eBay initially. So a good retail price initially at $15. We're now looking at $45 for these. I've got a couple of these because I think they're pretty cool and unique, and I'm planning to send a couple over to PCGS to be graded, because I always like getting the sea mint coloured coins graded. So it'll be interesting. I'm hoping for around a 68. 69 will be amazing. I don't think I'll get a 70 on these kind of styles, but you never know. So I've got a few I'm going to go through the magnifying glass when I get a closer look and have a look and make sure there's no imperfections, and send through the ones that I think are the best to get graded and see how I go. I just think, for me personally, I think it'll really look nice in a capsule to be graded. Then we've got these ones here, which we saw a lot of. These are the rolls, so really cool to get a roll of the coloured $2 coins, especially when you get them from the Royal Mint. So that's what you want to see here. You want to make sure it is a Royal Australian Government Royal Australian Mint roll, not a security roll. The security rolls mean that the coins have been in circulation pretty much already. They're not like this one where this has not been touched, and when you get the sticker on it, means you're going to have the obverse on one side and the reverse on the other side, so you know what you're going to get. So good to get these kind of collectible ones. These are ones you definitely do not open. You keep it like that, and you know the coins are going to be in a good condition for the long term. So very cool. And it looks like a nice little finish there. You can definitely see a bit of paintwork, because obviously these have been through the system. So I'm not sure what the full mintage of the circulated coins are, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be reasonably high. It'll be interesting to know how many rolls are made. But now you're looking at around $180. Obviously there's $50 face value on this, but you're looking at around $180 to get yourself a roll. And then obviously I always personally put them in these to make sure we keep it nice and airtight, so they're well protected for the long term. So that's how I look after my rolls. And then we get into the silver one. So this is the key one that people really want to get. So for me, the box, the design of it is a little bit of a hit miss. I like this one here with the horse and some of the other key animals. For me, I always, when I think of war, I think of horses personally more. They're the kind of animals that were used for me more in the war. Obviously I wasn't around when the war was on, so I'll be honest, but it was well before my time. But when I see videos and imagery of the war, I'd love to know in your feedback below what you think is a bird. I mean, that for me is more a semblance of peace than war, but I suppose at the end of the war, that's what we're focusing on. So obviously we've still got, unfortunately, this recycled packaging for something that we want to collect and keep forever, and we're never going to take it out of the box, and we're always going to keep it like this. We've got this recycled packaging, so I'll be chucking that tissues away. Here we've got, let's put this down, the certificate of authenticity, number 2688, pretty good number, and as we can see here, 7,500. So not like the Vietnam War where we got only 5,000. This one here was only, is a little bit higher at 7,500. But it's another proof colored $2 coin. So as we can see here, the quality and the paintwork and everything on this pops out a lot more. So you can see quite clearly the little C towards the bottom right there. Definitely comes up a lot clearer. I love the way they do these kind of wider capsules, so the coin looks a lot cleaner and it's nicer to hold. Here we can see the nice proof finish of King Charles, designed by Daniel Thorne. Looks beautiful, so definitely happy, and I can't see, for me, any imperfections on this one, so I'm hoping it's all perfect. I'll send it off to grading, and this kind of one, I'm definitely hoping for a 70. I got a 70 on my silver Vietnam War one, so I'm definitely hoping again for another 70. That would really be a nice adding to my coloured $2 coin collection to have that. But I'm definitely happy to have this. It definitely, and retail was $85. You're now looking at around $380, around $300 markup. They did get up to well over $400+. I think I paid about $400 for this, so it's obviously gone down a little bit since then. But for me, I knew I'd probably take a bit of a hit in getting it, but I wanted to make sure, one, I got it for the channel, because I want to make sure I do get one, and I do collect them anyway, so I'm not too fussed if I lose any money on this, because it's not something I'm looking to sell anytime soon. It's something for me that I personally want to collect, because I do like silver and I love the colored $2 coin. So having a mix of the two, and now having the second one in that kind of silver series, I think is pretty unique, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Do you like that? Do you also like the bluey silver one as well? That's looks to be even a little bit more rare at only 2,500 for that one, so that might be something that's I think I've just done a video on how limited some coins are with the annual report, so if you want to go back and have a look at that, that shows that that bluey one is also super collectible. So we also had, I've seen these floating around. So this is from the Australian War Memorial. This is like a token where it's got the animals in war, remembering all, and it's like a little purple poppy, and it's just got here on the back of the War Memorial. So you can buy these tokens, and I think people were trying to sell these initially as something as being the $2 color coin. So I thought it was pretty cool to have one of these anyway, because it kind of goes along with the full collection. They've also had RAM bags with 5 coins in the RAM bag, and they're going for $40. For those, I personally prefer the rolls, because they haven't been moving around and scratching as much as the bags, but you can get the RAM bags. And individually, the coins are still selling for around $15, which for me is a little bit high for these, because I think there's going to be a lot of these out there in circulation in the long term, is my guess, especially when they got conditions like this where the paint's a little bit chipped and missing. So the best ones, if you can find any without the paint being scuffed, you definitely got yourself a good one there. And I'd love to know in the comments below, has anyone seen any errors where they've seen the purple on the King Charles side? They're the kind of errors that I think will become quite collectible when they've often been painted on the wrong side. They're the ones you want, but obviously having the cement ones is the better ones to get from my perspective. I love collecting cement colored $2 coins, and I'd love to know what you think about that and which is your favorite overall. So if you like this video and you like the content that I'm creating, please make sure you do give us a thumbs up. I'll be sending these off to grading, and I'll make sure I do an unboxing video of them when I get them back. So it'll be pretty cool to see how they go. And if you're not yet subscribed to Dan the Collecting Man, what the heck is going on? Make sure you do subscribe to Dan the Collecting Man, because I've got so much cool content that I'm developing, and some special news that I will be interviewing someone from the Royal Australian Mint. So make sure, if you've got some really cool questions, make sure you chuck them in the comments below, and I'll read them and go through it. And if I find there's any that are good value to ask the Royal Australian Mint, I'll ask them and put them in a video in the next month for everyone to watch. So great time to ask the Royal Australian Mint. I'm definitely going to be asking around the packaging. Hopefully they're okay with me asking that. Obviously they're going to edit the video before I'm able to release it, so there obviously may be some sensitivities around that, so I need to be careful around how I question some of my statements. But it'll be really cool and a lot of fun experience for me. No matter what happens out of that, it's an awesome experience to be able to do something like this for the channel. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.